I think she wants to play with it. Natten går tunga fjärd runt gård och stuva, kring jord som förlät skuggorna ruva. Då i vårt mörka hus stiger med tända ljus Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia. Natten var stor och stum, nu hördes vingar i alla dystra rum. Sus som av vingar, se på vår tröskel står, vitklädd med ljus i hår. Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia. Mörkret ska flyktas snart ur jordens dalar, så hon ett underbart ord till oss talar. Dagen skall åter ny stiga ur oss i sky. Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Lucia here with a new Holly Jolly ASMR. Hope that you're excited, and if you don't know, in this video we are going to celebrate Saint Lucy's Day. It's a huge tradition here in Sweden, and it is celebrated on December 13th. So today. So I pretty much sang a very classic Lucia song, and Lucia is Saint Lucy's Day in Swedish, and this is a very classic Lucia song. So the Lucia's Day is celebrated with treats, lights, and singing. So that's why I have this delicious treats with me today, and of course candles to make it as cozy as possible. But this day is meant to have lots of candles to light up the darkness, because it is very dark. It gets quickly dark in the evenings. And I also have my very cute Santa mug. He's so adorable. So I figured for today's video we will be feasting on these delicious Christmas treats. And if you've seen my recent videos, I made videos when I baked these gingerbread cookies, and also a video when I decorated these gingerbread cookies with icing. So some are with icing and some are not. And here, these are called Saffron Buns, and it's a very classic Christmas treat in Sweden. Now traditionally these saffron buns are eaten on St. Lucy's Day, but you know, Swedes eat them like all December long. It's like a really classic treat. So I also made a video on how I made this. If you want to watch, then go ahead. But today we are going to just dig in on these beauties. And I figured I would talk a little about St. Lucia's Day. In between the eating. So I figured that let's just start with one, okay? I think I'm gonna start with a heart. Like this. That was very good. So, St. Lucia's Day, it pretty much involves Christmas treats like this, and it also involves people singing in lineup with candles and white grounds like the one I'm wearing. This is a classic Lucia crown, and I also have a red ribbon, because you use a red ribbon around the waist, and this is like a long white dress. And this is called a Lucia tåg in Swedish, and it's pretty much like a Lucia train. It's just a bunch of people in lines singing. And this Lucia tåg, this line of people, it is led by Lucia herself, and this plays out on national TV, kindergarten, schools, care homes, churches and offices across the country. So it's like very big. Take one of these saffron buns. What it looks like a S shape, and that is the traditional shape to make this, the S shape, but you can do other shapes as well. Cheers if you are celebrating with me. These are very good. Now you can see, if you can see the black part, those are raisins. The audience first sign that Lucia and her lineup are nearing is a mellow chorus approaching from the distance, and that was pretty much the song that I sang in the beginning of the video. Like when you sit in the audience and you wait for the Lucia, you start hearing like singing from the distance. So they pretty much start singing before they enter the audience and go up to the stage. So that was the song that I sang in the beginning. That is typically the song that they start with and that they end with when they also walk out, because when Lucia and her lineup walks out from the stage, they sing the same song and they keep singing until they have left the audience. It is not really beautiful with all the lights and the dark, and Now, when I was little, we always had Lucia at school, and I always thought it was. I always loved it, like the singing and everything about it. I really did. Now, St. Lucy's Day is a very like old tradition. It can be traced back to the 4th century. It's a Christian feast day celebrating Saint Lucy from Syracuse, who brought food to Christians hiding in Roman catacombs, while she would lit her way with a candlelit wreath on her head like this one, so that you could see where she was going because it was really dark. And Lucia always wears like this crown with these candles on her head. It's just like the ones that I'm wearing. So okay, let's take one gingerbread cookie with icing. This is a star, and it kind of looks like a snowflake. Snowflake, snowflake. Yummy. Now the day, December 13th, was the historic Julian calendar's shortest day. And according to Swedish folklore, the long night was a dangerous with dark spirits out in force. So staying awake was really important, and eating helped. It would be really like fun to know if you celebrate St. Lucy's Day. Now, leading this Lucia train, or the Lucia lineup, Lucia always leads. And then Lucia is trailed by handmaidens, which is called tärnor in Swedish, and star boys, which is called stjärngossar in Swedish, and gingerbread men, which is called pepparkaksgubbar in Swedish. Now, if children are participating, they may choose to be dressed as a Christmas elf, which is a tomtenisse in Swedish. This is just very good. Did you take a lot of time to eat the saffron buns? Now, Lucia's defining feature is the lit up wreath on the top of her head. Like we talked before, this is what Lucia wears. And she's the only one in the Lucia train that wears this. And traditionally, real candles were used, but for safety reasons they have been replaced by battery powered ones. I have battery powered ones right here. Now the Lucia also wear a white crown and a red ribbon around the waist. So I have the red ribbon around the waist, but you can't see, and this white crown. It's really soft as well. It's like a nightgown. You could sleep in this. You just feel so fancy wearing this. It's feel very sad. Now that is pretty much the outfit that the Lucia wears. And then the handmaidens, I always wear a handmaid in school every year, wears glitter on the top of their hair, but with no candles. They wear this glitter, and they wear it on top of the head, but with no candles, just a glitter wreath. And they also wear a white crown just like the Lucia and a red ribbon around the waist. But they are also a carrier of light, but they hold a candle in one hand like this or in the other, depends. So they hold like a candle here, and usually it's a fake candle, but if you are using a real candle you would use like a paper plate so you don't get the wax on your hand, and they go like this behind the Lucia. Alright, and now the Star Boys also wears all white just like the Lucia and the handmaidens, with a cone like hat, and that hat looks like this. I just made a little tiny version, but it looks like this with golden stars, and they wear it on their head like that. And they also have a stick in their one hand with a golden star on top. So that is what the Star Boy wears. And then we got the Gingerbread man, who wears a full gingerbread outfit with white icing on. And that is pretty much how all of the like Lucia characters in the Lucia train looks like. Let's go for this ice candy cane. this is a gingerbread man. Now, the Lucia, as well as being the bearer of the light, she also offers treats. Now the treats are gingerbread cookies and saffron buns, usually S shaped, like I showed you, an S. And these are called lussikat in Swedish, and these are almost as classic as the cinnamon bun, so they are really huge here in Sweden. So to eat saffron buns during Christmas is like a must to many Swedish people, including myself. But you know, if you don't bake them at home, like, the odds are 100% that you will be getting served saffron buns at an event, at school, at someone's place, during Christmas, like everywhere. Now, so that is why I have the gingerbread cookies and the saffron buns, because they are like, these are the treats that you eat on St. Lucia's Day. And, you know, sing, like I sang in the beginning. There are other classic Lucia songs that I'm not gonna sing today, but there are a lot of classic Lucia songs that they also sing, not just the song that I sang in the beginning. Now, this festival, it pretty much marks the beginning of Christmas season, and it is meant to bring hope and light during the darkest time of the year, because that is what we have. It is really dark. It gets pretty much dark at 4 p.m. So we don't have a lot of light during the days, but that is pretty much what St. Lucia's Day is for too, is to, you know, light up all of this darkness, because, you know, it's just a really nice event to have during this dark, and, you know, a lot of people get, you know, down or depressed when it is so dark, but then you light up and you have this like cozy day where you just sing and be with your family if you can, friends, and you just have a really great and cozy time. Let's take another saffron bun. the Christmas piggy. I'm getting really full, so I think that I'm quite satisfied in my stomach. But I'm gonna see if my cats would like to join just a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But I have made a little something for each of them, so I figured that they could be my little Lucia train. So I'll be right back. So here we got a little petunia, and I made this glitter red for her because I figured that she could be like the handmaid. That is so cute. That's so cute. Oh my god, so cute. Do you wanna smell the fika? The Christmas tree? No? No? And here we got our little Daphne. I made a little glitter red for her as well. Oh. I think she wants to play with it. Oh, that's so cute. And here we got Oliver. That's so cute. Oh, I think he looks a little bit angry. Okay, I'm sorry. So, alright, I tried to get the cats to be in the camera, but the girls were, thought it would fine, but then Oliver didn't like it so much, so, but I only held them for like 3 seconds because I didn't want them to get so mad at me. I managed to get like a few seconds of footage of my little cat Lucia train. So cute. It was so cute. I'm feeling quite satisfied for today's video, and I hope that you enjoyed and even that you learned something. Maybe that would be so nice. But I want to wish everybody a happy St. Lucia's Day, alright? And take care of yourself during these dark times. And so yeah, and of course I want to wish all of you a merry tingly Christmas. Natten går tunga fjärd runt gård och stuva, kring jord som sol förlät skuggorna ruva. Då i vårt mörka hus stiger med tända ljus Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia. Natten var stor och stum, nu hördes vingar i alla tysta rum, sus som av vingar. Se på vår tröskel står, vitklädd med ljus i hår, Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia. Mörkret ska flytta snart ur jordens dalar, Så hornet underbart, ord till oss talar. Dagen ska låta ny stiga ur rosekry. Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia.